Hokies!
Virginia Tech 56-55 over Navy. The Hokies advance to the second round of the WNIT to play George Mason. Coach, your thoughts?
I have no idea what just happened.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah.
This time of the year, you know, you want to survive and you want to advance, and we did both.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just this time of the year. You know, we hadn't played. You and I talked about it. We talked about were we going to be rested or were we going to be rusted? And you know, the movements, the expressions, the things that they were doing, we looked very rusted in the beginning. And I, you know, one of my assistant coaches was making suggestions about, you know, what we could run differently. And I said, it doesn't really matter what we run right now because it's the way that they're executing. And I just thought we were a step and a half behind on everything. And, you know, individually, you know, we had kids, they just didn't look like themselves. Taylor did not look like herself in the beginning at all. Rachel Camp, you know, wasn't the Rachel that I've gotten accustomed to in the last few games. And but they kept fighting. They kept fighting, and we found a way to get back in it. And someone asked me before. They said, you know, what are the benefits of playing in the WNIT? And it's situations like this. You know, you find some adversity, you learn how to play through it, you get through it, and that's something that sticks with you. And this team is coming back, you know, for next year, and they've learned how to play. Now I don't want to like fabricate or I don't want to create our adversity. I want to go out there and win and build something, you know, very special. But you know, I was proud of the kids the way that they just never gave up. We picked it up when we had to, made some really big plays, and as a result, you know, we're going to continue on.
All right, so the two biggest plays down the stretch were Taylor Emery's three-pointer, down 54-51. She gets the shot off, and then obviously that almost buzzer beater by Emery. Take us through those two plays and what you saw as a coach that stood out to you over there.
Well, I thought the execution on the three-pointer was fantastic, you know, and you know, Coach Poppy, I put him in charge of our out-of-bounds plays, you know, the sideline out-of-bounds plays at the end of the game. And he did a really good job of explaining what we wanted. We got the ball exactly where we wanted to get it. And, you know, he even asked me, he said, who do you want to go to, Taylor or to Shep? Because we knew we needed a three. And Taylor had missed a couple in between there. And so without hesitation, I said, let's go to Taylor. You know, I felt like she was going to be able to get it off. And did a really good job. But everyone did their part. They executed it. Got the shot up, and you know, she knocked it down. You know, she could have been hanging her head because of what's happened. You know, the few plays before that, but she didn't. And then the play at the end, you know, Rachel Camp probably played one of the worst games that she's played. You know, but I thought she did a fantastic job of getting the ball up the court quickly and found Taylor. I don't know how Taylor got open. I was watching the ball. But she got her open, and you know, threw it in, and Taylor, you know, did the rest and made a big shot.
It was remarkable. I was half expecting Navy to try to foul down by 3 for Virginia Tech, and that never came.
Well, I think it happened so fast.
Yeah.
It really did. The play is a misdirection play, so we had a lot of moving parts going one way, trying to get Taylor to come back another way. And it happened so fast. The pass was, let me see, who threw the pass in? I can't remember who threw the pass in. But I think it was Rachel. Yeah. The way that she threw it, I would have never thrown it that way, you know. But I saw it was right on line, and it got right there. It almost went through a couple people to get there, and it got there, and she caught it, and she stepped up and she knocked it down. But just a really, really good execution at the end. And again, these are opportunities that you can't make up in practice. You know, you got to get better at them in game situations, and we did so tonight.
All right, so give some credit to Navy because they played a tough, scrappy game, forced Virginia Tech to 20 turnovers. A lot of problems for Virginia Tech, but Navy created a handful.
Well, before I give credit to Navy, which I will, because I have the utmost respect for them and the way that they came out and the way they played, you know, I do have to give credit to, you know, Alexis Jean. I thought Alexis was fantastic all night long, gave us energy on both ends of the floor, something that I knew she could do. And she showed it tonight. She did a really good job. She had some big baskets when we needed them, had some threes early on when we needed those, 14 rebounds, did a really good job. We needed every bit of that, so I was really proud. And then Reagan was just steady. You know, trying to get, you know, this is a situation where we can get Reagan to grow a little bit. I want her to almost be a little bit selfish sometimes, you know, where she's got to be able to forceful. Tonight, I thought she kind of shied away from some opportunities where she could have gone in there and made something go for us. But she's just an unselfish player. But both of those kids did a terrific job. But Navy, when we got the matchup, I was not excited about it at all. I knew what kind of game it was going to be. We played them last year, so they weren't going to be intimidated. They weren't going to be, the stage wasn't going to be too big for them. They have two senior guards who just really, dominated the game and with the flow of it early and late. And so we knew it was going to be a tough matchup. And they did a fantastic job. They played well enough to win. They really did.
Yeah, for sure.
They did. They played well enough to win. But we're very fortunate to come away with the win. But we made the plays down the stretch. But, give credit to Navy. They had a terrific year, 25-8. Stephanie does a great job with that program. And I'm sure they'll continue their success next year.
Coach, congrats.
Thank you very much,
Moving
Andrew.
on. Final score tonight, 56-55. The Hokies advance to the second round of the WNIT.